So welcome back to this channel IBMI classes, and I'm creating this video to have a session on TRF-CTL transfer control command in CL programming, which was earlier used with OPM level program, original program model CL programs, and it doesn't supported on ILE programs, ILE CL programs similarly. So here I won't be able to give you the demo for this command, but I'll be able to tell the processing and the difference between TRF-CTRL and call command. So here I just written few things for this command. I even written the code as well, which I cannot run because TRFCTL command is not present on the system right now. So once in case in future that is present, I'll be able to give the demo for that. This now, since TRFCTL command is transfer control command, so it's basically behave same as the call command. Now call command calls some program, and we can pass a parameter using that call command, or we can receive a parameter to that calling program. So we can pass the parameter to the calling program, and we can receive the parameter in the we can pass the parameter to the called program, and we can receive the parameter in the calling program using the call command. But TRFCTL command is basically call the specified program, then pass the control to the call program. So when it passes the control to the call program, since for example we are calling PGM2 from PGM1, so we are passing the control from PGM1 to PGM2. Now we can pass the parameter to PGM2 from PGM1. So once we are calling the PGM2, we can pass the parameter as well. Now since after this calling, what TRFCTL do? TRFCTL removes the calling program from the return call stack. So it will remove the that calling program from where the TRFCTL command gets invoked. So it will remove the program from the call stack. Now that calling program, suppose PGM1 calls PGM2, and PGM2 uses TRFCTL command to call PGM3. So PGM1 uses call command to call PGM2, and PGM2 uses TRFCTL command to call PGM3. Now what happened in this case? So the control will be passed to the PGM3 from PGM2, and if any parameter was passed, then that will be transferred to the passed to the PGM3 from PGM2. But after that, the PGM2 will be removed from the calling stack, and that will be returned. So the PGM3 will directly return to the PGM1, not to the PGM2. So we cannot, so here is the case, so we cannot return any parameter back to the PGM2 using TRFCTL command, but we can return the parameters back to the calling program using call command. So this is the main difference, and so the control cannot be returned back to the calling program when called program ends. Now there is another scenario when suppose you are calling the PGM2 from the command line, and PGM2 uses TRFCTL command to call the program 3. So once the PGM3 ends, the PGM2 will be removed from the call stack, so it will directly return back to the command line, not to the PGM2, because PGM2 is already removed from the call stack. So these are the two cases where PGM1 uses call command to call PGM2, and PGM2 uses TRFCTL command to call PGM3. So the difference between these two is both commands work same, both calls the program, both having the two parameters PGM and param, right? But the difference is TRFCTL will remove the calling program from the call stack, so it won't return to the calling program, so it will return to the program which calls the calling program, or the command line from where that calling program gets triggered. So this is valid in OPM CL programs only. This is not supported in ILE programs. So these are the two parameters, only can pass param, not return to the calling programs. So this is the case. For example, we are using call command to call PGM, to call case 15_1 program in this case. Now for example here 15_1, here we are using, for example, trfctl command to call PGM2, and we are passing, for example, param and var1, this one. So like this, so we are passing the param var1 to the calling program case 15_2. Now from 15_2 program, 15_2 program, we are just have this code of line, and once this 15_2 will get executed, 15_1, which is calling the 15_2 program using the trfctl command, which will get removed from the call stack, and hence the once the 15_2 program will end, the control will return to case 15, not to case 15_1, because it is removed from the call stack, because we have used trfctl command here. So this is the main difference between the call and the trfctl command. So that's all in this video, and I cannot give you a demo for this, because as you can see, if I do work object on call command, so I can see the call command object, but I won't be able to see this. So this is not present on this machine. So this was the theory, or this was the explanation behind this difference behind call and trfctl. So if that command is available on any machine, any user's machine, then they can directly use these two scenarios, and they can check whether this is working like this or not. So that's all. Thank you, and have a nice day.